Good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion in the Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. It's certainly a fantastic day out where we are. The
Mhm.
sun is shining brightly outside, but you shouldn't let that stop you because what comes from the inside of you is much more than what's on the outside of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that
Mhm.
being said, let me take time to introduce myself.
Okay.
I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and
Yeah.
stop leaving money on the table. And I do this by showing you, women, how to write your book, how to be productive and profitable, how
Mhm.
to stop leaving money on the table, how to stop, wasting your time
Mhm.
and over spending money that you don't have to overspend. A
Mhm.
lot of times, if you're not getting the right teaching, if you're not getting the right training, if you're not hiring the right professionals, that's exactly what you could do when you write your book. Or
Mhm.
it could be something else that's even more devastating. Having those books that you are so
One more.
passionate about. You have written that book. You have taken your time out to write that message. And after you sold a few copies, and after the fire has, went out a little bit, now you have tons of books sitting in the boxes, in corners, in the garage, deteriorating, just collecting dust. And no, 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 that's not what we do here. We teach you how to be productive and profitable because I believe that every woman has a story to tell. Every woman has more than one book on the inside of her. And those are some of the things that we teach you how to do on Turning Your Passion in the Profit Morning Show. And let me introduce you to my co-host, Tiffany Rochelle. Can they
Great
hear you?
morning.
Okay.
Great morning. Great morning. I was trying to turn the show off in the background before I started talking. So I didn't want it to be just a whole bunch of noise. Nevertheless, good morning, kind
Good
people.
morning.
I am Tiffany Rochelle. I am your author, heart and goal coach, and I am the co-host of this wonderful show here. Also, I'm the host of Hear My Heart. What I do is I encourage women to rid the toxins of their hearts and to set goals that are true to you, because I believe out of the abundance of your heart that your mouth speaks. So we definitely need to get rid of some of those old feelings, those old ways, some of those old self-limiting beliefs that are just keeping us stuck where we're at. Get rid of all that so we'll be able to live a more happier and productive life. The book I wrote is called I Choose Me, and feel free to go ahead and go to my website. That's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or go directly to Amazon and you'll be able to get that as well, for there, as for Miss Gertrude's books as well. So she has several books that she has written. She is the authoress herself. So feel free to go to her website as well. So you'll be able to get some of her good products that she has to offer. Also, comment in the comment section. So go ahead and interact with us on the show here, and we'll greatly appreciate that. Again, comments are going to be your best friend. That's how we're going to be able to interact in live, in that moment. Also, like and share this particular broadcast. So if at any given time that you hear something that it has touched you or has inspired you, edified you, or lift you up, please feel free to share that onto your page or send it to somebody else that you feel could be encouraged by it. So at this point in time, I am going to turn it back into the capable host, Miss Gertrude J. Chapman. So we are able to turn your passion into profit.
Exactly. Turning your passion into profit. I was over here, just sharing the broadcast out with several people because sometimes they say they have difficulty finding the link. So, but nevertheless, I am just so pumped up, Tiffany, from our conversation last night. Y'all, let me tell you, we had an awesome time. Okay. An awesome time. I'm going to tell you, this collaboration thing is the next level. Okay. It's the next level. Didn't you
It
have
is.
fun last night, Tiffany? You had fun, huh?
It
I
was a
mean,
good time.
yeah.
Mhm.
Rosa, it was so much fun. But
Yeah,
these are things we're collaborating because we want to take our authors into the next level of
absolutely.
writing their books. It's much more, y'all, than writing a book. It's a book writing journey, and the
Absolutely.
opportunities that we connected with people that's going to take you in different areas that you might not even have thought of.
Mhm.
And this is about this conference that's coming out
Yeah.
out in March. But let
Mhm.
us tell you about the workshop that's coming up February the 17th, and that's
Mhm.
about the goal settings. Okay,
Mhm.
you have to set goals, and this is not ordinary goal setting. You might hear workshop here about goal settings and this, that, and the other. But this is about setting goals for your book, because your book is supposed to be the thing that opens doors for you, and how to set those goals for your book. Let me tell you, $1 million is not hard to make. Okay. Sometimes people think that, oh, that's way out there. But $1 million really is not hard to achieve. It's not. And we're going to show you some of these things that could get your mind, because you know what, Tiffany, it's all about a mindset. It's all about how people think. Now, this is 2022. Okay, we're on the winning team, and you're with us, and you're on the winning team. We're winning all together. And these workshops and these conferences that we've created that's going on, we're going to give you actionable things. You're going to be right there working with us. Okay, working with us. Of course, you're going to take your notes, you're going to have your pen and paper, but no, we want you to accomplish something on these workshops and in these conferences. And I'm going to tell you, it's fire. It's fire. It's so much fire. I mean, last night we how would we say that? We just finished the whole thing, right? We got everything solved in that one meeting.
All of
Now,
it's
a lot of
done.
times, people, they don't solve everything in one meeting. Okay.
Mhm.
Good
Mhm.
morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. But
Mhm.
they don't solve everything in one meeting, but we got everything solved in that one meeting.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Mhm. It
going back and forth.
was
When
a
you
good time.
Yeah, when you
Mhm.
know what you're doing, when you know your goals, when you know your focus, what you want to
Mhm.
achieve,
Mhm.
you can get it just like that. It's no more
Absolutely.
this back and forth, back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah. It was I promise you that was a really good meeting, because there's a plethora of times that I have been in meetings,
Yeah.
and we have to have strategy meeting after strategy meeting. You got to have a meeting after a meeting after a meeting. But it is just beautiful when you're able to come together and collaborate with someone.
Yes.
And especially when it's just right and it's ordained and it's just supposed to be, it just meshed well. So I mean,
Yeah.
we're hitting and everything is taken care of already. So, I mean, I so appreciate that. And I think yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, if that didn't show what teamwork looks like,
Oh yeah.
man. So it was a beautiful thing, and no one stepped on no one's toes. No one was
Mm,
offended. Nobody was
no.
vexed. You could say how you felt, meant what you said, and there was
Mm,
no strife. There was no envy in there. There
mm,
was no, I don't like you. Oh, you think you, there was none of that. And it
mm.
was just able to go ahead, get in. We got in where we fit in, and we made it happen. So for me, that was a beautiful thing.
A
Super great.
beautiful thing. Yeah.
Super great.
And
Hmm.
teamwork is, and I can't see the comments because they're not coming in on. I don't know. I've been having problems with LinkedIn this morning, and this StreamYard this morning. I don't know what's going on. But anyway,
I'll
anywho, thank
I'll
you,
take care of
Tiffany.
those. I'll take care of this. All your
Okay,
problems.
thank
I'll
you.
make sure I got it. Yeah.
Okay. This was awesome. Okay, it was awesome. And knowing what's coming, because authors, I'm telling you, this is what we see for you. We see this for you. We see you accomplishing great things. We see you accomplishing greatness. We see you, on this global scale. We see you there. We have to see it before, we actually put you in a place, because we know it's a writing journey. It's a writing journey. We're not going to just leave you here. Oh, this is how you write a book, and just leave you there. We're taking you on the journey with us, on the journey with us. And like Tiffany said, it was a great meeting. It was a great meeting. So the only thing we're working on, and I think y'all even came up with the title, just getting the people's information and waiting on the time, because we don't want to, advertise that too far ahead of time. we advertise the workshop now, but that's all that has to be done. That's all that has to be done. And that's what's so good about, collaboration. Never be afraid of collaboration. And these are not people that we have known all this long time. No, not at all. Not at all. But it's just how it fits in. You know, you may think I've been knowing Tiffany a long time. I just met her, what, maybe 4 months ago at that?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 4 months.
Mm-hmm. It's just been a
But
short
it's the
duration of time.
connection. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the connection, authors.
Mm-hmm.
That is the connection that you have after one meeting.
After it just
not even one. After one meeting, on that meeting, say, look, I've been looking for a co-host for a while, and it takes a certain type of person, to work with you. Somebody who's going to be in that same area, that teamwork, okay? That collaboration. It takes a special person for each and every one of you. But don't ever be afraid of collaboration. No, it's a good thing because it supports both audiences. Yes.
It really does. That's something you just can't be. And it's needed in this particular time season of everyone's life. And when I say in this particular season, because no matter what season you're in, you're always going to need somebody. And you should never feel like you are an island by yourself. So it's kind of one of those little things when you're out there networking. If somebody is offering to help you, and now don't get me wrong, hear my heart when I say this, because all help isn't always good help. But if somebody is offering to help you and they want to see you be productive, they want to see you win, they want to see you do something great. And sometimes some people say, you know what, I'm going to give you X amount of sessions for free, or this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a discounted rate, or I just feel the need to sow into your life. Don't discount that. Go ahead and embrace that, because at some point in time, we all need help. You may be going through a depression season. You may be going through a tough time. Anxiety might be knocking you upside your head, and you may not be bold enough to share how you're feeling with someone. But if someone, while you're still working and networking, if someone feels the need to go ahead and sow into your life or impart into you, and for some reason, the reason could be because, again, you have that anxiety, depression that you got going on that you ain't speaking to anybody about, but they were smart enough, wise enough, had enough discernment, and they listened to their inner self and said, I need to help you. Let me go ahead and do this for you. This is what you need. Don't forsake those moments. Sincerely embrace that, because, again, you're going through something that you just chose not to share. But when you have other people and you're collaborating with them, there's strength in numbers. So go ahead, embrace the teamwork. Go ahead and embrace when somebody wants to help you, because it's going to bless your life later on.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And that's true, huh? That's true. It will bless your life later on. And don't forget, y'all, drop your business in the comment section, because these broadcasts go all over. They go around the globe. Okay. People that's not even visible in the comment section, they're following this program. So drop your comments in, because we want you to be, interactive with us. We want to ask, if you have questions, put those questions in the comments, but also drop your business in there, because you never know who needs your services. Okay. You never know. Because just last week I mentioned that, and somebody dropped their comments in there. And I remembered I have a power partner that was looking for someone, that did that particular type of service, and I was able to connect them. So drop it in the comments, because here, this is a platform for women. Okay. But if there's men, we don't discount them. We don't kick them, to the curb or anything of that nature. But people are looking for what you do. And if you're a business owner, don't ever be ashamed of what you do. Don't ever sit back there and be timid or anything of that nature. If you got that timidity going on, if you got that shyness going on, this program is going to bring it out, because I believe that everybody has value. Everybody has something to work. Okay. And you are significant. You're not insignificant. You are significant. And we're going to help you turn your passion into profit. So, with that being said, we're talking about today, create a creative routine. A creative routine. And I'm gonna start off by this because before I move into the first one, sometimes we gotta wake up and tell this body what to do. You know, all the time we don't feel like, getting up out of our warm bed or doing whatever. But you gotta tell your body what to do. You definitely have to do that, and sometimes things come, and this is going into the first talking point. We're going to talk about distractions. Okay, sometimes things come to distract you. You might have every intention of doing such and such a thing, okay, whatever that may be. Writing your book, getting up in the morning, you say, well, I'm going to be intentional this year. I'm going to write my book. And what happens? Something comes up out of the ordinary. Something comes to throw you that curved ball, okay? But you have to make up in your mind, okay, that I'm going to do this. I'm going to see better for myself. I'm going to do better than what I did the day before or the year before or whatever that might be, okay? Whatever that might be, I'm going to do better. You have to talk to yourself. And I told you on a previous broadcast, but the first thing when you get up in the morning, before you get in the presence of anybody else, you get in the presence of God, number one, okay? But then you get in that mirror and you look yourself in the eyes and you, speak to yourself, those positive, affirmations or whatever it is. Whatever you have to tell yourself, that's what you tell yourself. Our eyes are the windows to our souls. So that's why we look into our eyes, okay? And we speak to ourselves. And let me tell you, that body's got to get in line. The body has to get in line. But those distractions, distractions has a loud voice and it cries loud, okay? Just when you're getting ready to do something, here come a distraction. But how are you going to overcome that distraction? We talked about, distractions are nothing but opportunities. And especially for you, author, distractions are opportunities. You got to look at it in a different way. You got to set your mind in a different way. You got to frame your mind in a different way in order to see those things so those things won't frustrate you. So those things won't burn you out. So those things won't burden you down. Distractions are nothing but opportunities. So what do you do when a distraction comes? Have a creative routine, okay? And this is what you do. You create a creative zone, okay? In this zone is a place where I'm going to be creative, okay? Now, remember this. Distractions. I want you to learn this. Distractions are nothing but opportunities. You have to see it in a different way. It's the way your mindset is, okay? If you see distractions as distractions, you'll always be distracted. But if you see distractions as opportunities, just like, if you see fear as an opportunity, you'll begin to welcome those things. You'll begin to see it in a different light. Okay, it's all about a mindset. But you create this creative zone. So when these things come, you know how to handle them because it's working together for your good. Okay, it's working together for your good. And then when you create this creative zone, you begin to, sit back and really assess, who you are. Number one, that should be something that people should do anyway. Knowing who you are. Okay, and how you're going to handle this. And you use that meditation, you meditate on that distraction and how you're going to use that. And then you begin to flow in whatever that situation may be. You begin to flow in that. And you're going to see things, that are much different. You're going to see things that, are not a challenge for you, if I may say. But this is how you use distractions. It's nothing but opportunities. That's all a distraction is. A grand opportunity. And I don't know, Tiffany, I lost Tiffany for a minute, but if any of you have questions or, have anything, oh, you still there?
Pushing the wrong button.
Of that nature, please put it in the comments. Please put it in the comments. but distractions, meditating on those things. Yeah, and that's right. Freeing your mind. You have to free your mind.
Yeah.
Also, flowing in your creativity. This is about creating a creative routine. Once you meditate, then you free your mind, and then you're able to create from that distraction. And we're going to move into, I'm going to let you chime in, but then we're going to move into some distractions and how we are to handle those things. But first, we got to see distractions as opportunities.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head, because that's exactly you're pointing out everything that I really would have.
And then she say, Gertrude, you should be in a pulpit. Well, my husband and I once had a church. I mean, I can't run away from it.
I've been trying to tell you, like, the last few days, woman, you've been hitting like somebody's been. There ain't no. That's why I just said I'll handle the comments over here. You go ahead and do it. But
we want you all to get it. We want our audience to get this. We want them to get this, because we've been living in real time distractions. Last week and this week, real time distraction every time. Even with the meeting yesterday, how the connection.
I just had a distraction with the camera.
Yeah, because they did not want, the enemy does not want the people to get this, because this is something that's going to take our audience to another level. And they're going to get this one way or the other, because there's more than one way of communication. Okay, I'm just saying.
Absolutely. You definitely have various forms of communication, because when we couldn't talk, we were sending each other messages. But we were not going to allow those distractions to get in the way. Even then, I heard everything that you were saying, but I pushed the wrong button and I locked my camera because I was typing and my finger just slipped and I ended up like, how in the world do I get to do that? But that distraction could have set up, but I'm grateful you still kept on going.
Oh, still keep on going.
There's a lot of distractions that keep wanting to come our way, but it's one of those things that you keep pressing forward and you're not allowing those distractions to get in the way. Those things that are preventing someone from giving their full attention to something has to stop. That's basically what a distraction is. It's something that's taking your attention away from you giving what you need to give. And we got to stop allowing that to happen. And then when it takes our attention, then we get frustrated and then we have a negative mindset. No, we got to shift our mindset back to where it's at. And we got to focus on the goal that's ahead of you. Totally agree with the affirmations in the morning, because that's what I do. I love looking at myself now in the mirror and telling myself, I can do this. I can make it. I'm great. I'm a win. And then I love to top it off and say, I love you. So I love to see me tell me, I love you. I need to feel like I'm empowering my own self. If I never hear anybody tell me today, I love you, I told me. And so I feel it. And that helps me to stay focused. That helps me to have a driven mind, is ruling out all distractions. That you cannot tell me that my day can't be productive, because I've seen myself speaking to myself saying today is going to be a beautiful day. I don't like waking up seeing somebody giving me a negative text message. I get text messages, DMs and stuff all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind it, but this is not a good day. That's because you didn't command your day. You didn't tell yourself that this is going to be a great day. You didn't tell yourself that this is going to be a productive day. Everything that you didn't get done yesterday, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done today. Okay, so you're just going to have that defeated mindset. No, the devil is a whole liar. You need to shift your mind, and you're going to be able to cut out and weed out all the distractions. And you're going to be able to go ahead and focus. So I'm going to give it back on over to you, and I'm going to take care of these comments.
But it's true. It is so true. It is so true. Distraction. Frame your mind. Frame your mind. Just like we tell them to frame your message. Okay. Create a creative routine. And here's another thing that could be a distraction to many people. Okay. Saying that finances. That's a distraction. Finances. These are the things that, you could sit down and write an ebook. This is a different mindset. You're going through a financial situation. Sit there and, it's a situation. Remember what we said about situations, okay? It's something that you go through in order to teach somebody else, after you have overcome that situation, how you were able to make it out, okay? Write that ebook. All right? Get there and really get it into you that this is something that you can solve. Write that ebook to the audience who's going through a similar situation. It's all about being creative. It's all about, not having that mindset of, oh, me, poor me, look at me. When you start investing yourself into other people's lives, if y'all think back, audience, if you think back, anytime you were in a situation and you took your focus off of you and put it on somebody else to help somebody else, didn't your problems work out? They seem to work out. So don't allow finances to be a distraction. And let me tell you about finances. When I'm talking about maximizing your potential, I'm talking about stretching yourself. I'm talking about digging inside deep to find those gems, to find those treasures, to find that well that continuously is flowing and will never run dry, of things inside of you that can create a monetary return for you. It's no reason that you should be struggling. There's no reason that you should have lack in your house, because you have everything you need on the inside of you to make a change in your life. But if you don't see that, okay, you have to get back and meditate. You have to see who you are. You have to be unapologetically you. You have to tap into who you are and what you have to offer. If I would allow that to happen to me, and some of you might not know my story. When I was laid off in 2006, when the housing market went bust twice, through no fault of my own, okay? And had bill collectors calling me. I never had that in my life because I always paid my bills on time, before time, paid them off in full, charged the cards again, and now I was stuck having a bill collectors calling me, having to make arrangements to pay my bills. That was devastating to me. That brought me into a depression. But was I going to, work after many weeks, found another job, got laid off again, 7 months, worked that job. Now, was I going to go back through that again? No. So I decided to use what was in my hand, which was a hobby for me at the time, writing books. I didn't charge for it. I just wrote it just to see how far I could expand my mind, okay? Just to see what come out of me, just for fun, just to have something in somebody's hands where I would go speak at the nonprofits and leave something so they could remember those major points. But I had to rely on that to get me out of a situation. It's what's inside of us. Finances. If finances is a distraction, every time, you're moving forward, here comes this financial thing, just look what's inside of you. Sit back and really, do an inventory and see what's in your hands. What can you use to propel yourself to another level?
Yeah. I thought that this was a good comment, and you may want to go ahead and touch in on this. Ms. Constance says, the thing is, we have to be able to recognize where the distraction comes from. You mentioned the enemy. We know that he will work against what will move us forward. Mm-hmm. I believe that regardless of what is going on, if we do not begin our day with the Father, he will not have the hedge of protection to keep the enemy away. That's dope.
Oh, that's so true.
Go on, preacher. Hit on it, preacher. Go ahead.
That is so true. It says what? Resist the devil. Submit to God. That's the first thing. Resist the devil and he will flee. First, you got to submit to God, his way of doing things. Mm-hmm. Then you can resist the devil. And then he will flee. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Christine is going ahead and she's being your cheerleader out here. She said, you talking good, Miss Gertrude.
Right on target. And I appreciate all of y'all because I know, everybody that God is bringing toward us, all of these things, is him. it's him who's doing the drawing. It's him that's doing the drawing. Just like we were talking about yesterday with our team members, our collaboration partner. God has put this together. We're just doing what he has called us to do. That's all we're doing. This is kingdom work. It's not about us. It's all about him. And so that's why, we having certain things going on. But we're all in this together, Constance. We're all in this together. Because this is this movement that we talk about with this momentum and this energy that's coming forth out of us, because there's other people that need to see this. There's other people that need to overcome this. There's other people. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. We ain't going to allow any distractions to come our way, because sometimes that's what's happened before, that there's certain things that pop up to get us offline from doing what we are assigned to do, or some fear will come in, and that's your distraction that's causing you to be like, I'm not going to do this. But when you network and you get with the right group of people at the right time, they're going to help to push you and propel you to become the better individual that you are and walk in the purpose that you're supposed to. We're not going to be able to get distracted, or we just didn't do it, or we just stagnated on there. You have the right group of people with you at the right time that's going to make sure that your vision comes to pass. And finances isn't going to be an issue. Finances isn't going to be something that's going to say, you know what, I don't have the money to go ahead and do that. No, God's going to provide that. It's going to make sure it happens. And finances will not be a distraction for you. And I promise you, I see Miss Christine down here saying kingdom. Fun fact, the way she has a little speaker face, so I just can hear a deep voice, boisterous voice saying kingdom. So it's just a beautiful thing. We are, listen, whatever it is that we are destined to do here on this earth, I believe everything should be pointing towards the kingdom. I don't ever want to bring a report to God. So I'm not going to be all super churchy. You the one that did that today. So I'm not doing it today. However, I always believe that whatever we do, we should not bring a reproach, but it also should lead others to him.
Yeah. And it's true. It's so true. And all we're doing is God has justly drawn. Yes, he has. Yes, he has, Angel. Yes, he has. And thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to put your businesses in the comments section and let people know what you have to offer them. Because, every woman, since we're talking about, authors and different things of this nature, every woman has value. Okay? There are some women who are that, and this is why I'm telling you, ladies, to put your comments, businesses in the comments, because they have people that sit on these broadcasts, and for whatever reason, they don't comment or they don't come forward and different things of that nature. But if they see women who are doing things, okay, who are in business, who have written their books or whatever that may be, it will, and they're hearing the broadcast, they're seeing the comments, it's going to do something on the inside of them, okay? It's going to stir something else on the inside of them, something up on the inside of them, and say, wait, I read this, or I see that, or I heard this, maybe I could do it. Okay. That's always about. It's about, bringing those women out of where they are, bringing them off the sidelines and having them get in the game, showing them that they have worth, that they have a story to tell, that, whatever their story is, okay, they could either give somebody hope through their message. They could tell somebody how to do something from all the expertise that they have, all the education that they have. They shouldn't be sitting there saying, I have nothing to offer. Every woman has a story to tell. Every woman has value. Every woman has something that they could share with somebody else, okay? Every woman. So that's why I want y'all to get in those comments and share what you're doing, because somebody might need your services. Somebody might need your products, okay? We're all in this together. We believe in collaboration. Here's another one that could be a distraction. Health issues. Health issues. And this is what comes up when we talk about health issues. This is why collaboration is so important. Okay, because maybe that person doesn't have the strength to do it, or maybe they're in and out with their health and different things of that nature. But when they come together with others, somebody else could help them through that process, or either take over for them or help them through whatever that situation may be. So it's always good, having somebody there that could help you, or somebody that can, engage with the audience. And, a threefold cord is not quickly broken. And, there's more than three of us here. Okay. There's more than three of us together. And that's what's so beautiful about the thing. That's so beautiful when you could, collaborate with people or come together with people. And especially when people have health issues, because health issues are real. Okay. They're real.
Absolutely.
People are battling things, and that's a circumstance also that could be a distraction every time somebody gets to a certain level. You understand here,
Mhm.
and especially trying to get the word out to
Yes.
people that's going to have this very great effect and change the trajectory of their lives.
Mhm.
Not only their lives, Tiffany, but
Mhm.
their family's life, and not
Mhm.
only the family's life, but generations.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
talking about changing generations, now
Mhm.
you have come into a certain realm, okay? A
Mhm.
certain realm. But when you collectively come together, that's why you can't be by yourself. When you
Can't.
collectively come together,
Mhm.
it's a force that can't be reckoned with.
It is. And you need to come together
Yeah.
so that your health is not affected, as in you will end up getting stressed out when you are needing to do a particular project and you're not really like you're trying to do, you got way too many hats on. So now you're starting to stress, your eye is
Yeah.
starting to twitch, you're starting to feel tired, you're getting fatigued, you got headaches, can't see, you squinting, you're doing all these things. Now it's starting to affect your health because you're stressed out, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't realize the power of collaboration. You don't realize the power of opening your mouth and asking for help. So your health is now becoming affected, and now that's distracting you from doing what it is that you need to be doing because you just refuse to open up and say, "Hey, I need some help." Don't allow your health to be affected because you can't ask for help. Do not allow
Mm-hmm.
your health to be distracted. Getting the proper amount of sleep, eating the proper amount of thing, no, or eating the proper
Mm-hmm.
things, knowing when to eat, when not to eat. Don't eat too late, or eat something super heavy late at night. Knowing when to even exercising, all that helps with your health. All that helps with
Mm-hmm.
stress. We want to make sure that things are taken care of, and you're taken care of. Be the healthiest you that you can ever be. You will not be able to be productive in your life and do those visions,
Mm-hmm.
goals, dreams, and aspirations that you have if you are not healthy. So make sure you secure your own air first before you try to go help
Mm-hmm.
somebody. Stay healthy, do what you got to do, but you got to maintain your health. Don't let your health be a distraction from your purpose.
That is so true. Don't let your health be a distraction from your purpose. That is so true. Thank you for sharing with that with us, Constance. Thank you. It's so very true. I was speaking to a lady I think the other day, and she was talking to me about uh, how she came up with this plan. Well, she's working with women were in corporate, burnt out, and have health issues because they didn't do those simple things such as rest, such as de-stress, such as not eating right. And she named the industry and things of that nature. How they are constantly changing things. Based on a total of a day. I think it was in retail. Based on that, how they constantly change things. It is didn't wait for the real projectives to come out. They just constantly change things, and this was building up stress on the workers and everything. And that's reality. And I told her, well, I think y'all could appreciate that, for helping women in corporate. And corporate world is something else, because I came from corporate. But whew, thank God. Thank God. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And before
Okay,
we
no
get there,
problem.
yeah, and that's how a lot of women, when the boss needed something, would happen. Who he's gonna call? He's gonna call that woman. She's gonna get that project through. Okay, he know he's gonna call her, and she's gonna get that project through. But then on the other hand, she's sitting back and she said, "Well, I don't have nothing to offer. I don't have any value." What? You don't have any value, and you done got these $1 million projects through, and you don't have nothing to offer? But that's what happens, and that happens a lot of times. Here we go here, losing focus of who you are. Ladies, please do not lose focus, authors, of who you are. You can't lose focus of who you are. You have to know who you are, and be unapologetic about it. You don't have to, apologize for who you are. It doesn't matter if they don't like you. So what? Okay? It doesn't matter if they think you're strange, because you're unique. Okay? You're unique and wonderfully made. It does not matter. And the very thing that you hold back on when you're writing your book, that's the very thing that your audience needs. So don't ever be ashamed of who you are and, how you operate or how you write your message. You can't base your message on what somebody told you how to write it. You have to write it from your core, as we talked about in earlier broadcasts, from your core, okay? From your heart, if I may say that. What's in your heart? What is that in your heart that could connect you with your audience? What story are you willing to tell? What avenue are you willing to thread down in order to bring relief to your audience's pain points? How can you frame that message? Don't ever be ashamed of who you are. Don't ever allow somebody to dictate what you should do and how you should write it and what you should do in your message. It's you, okay? It's your message. It's your story. It's your truth. Always be truthful, Always be authentic. Okay? And when I mean truthful, there's a certain level of things that you can put in a book, okay? You don't tell everything. You see, that's another whole subject there. But you tell enough, okay? You tell enough. And if y'all need to ask me more about that, I can explain that to you one-on-one, okay?
Use the link in the comment section, or go ahead and use the link that's scrolling down in there. She'll definitely go ahead and fit you into her schedule. You just make sure that you choose an appropriate time for yourself that meets in alignment with her calendar. She'll definitely be ready for you.
I'll be ready. But you can't lose focus, y'all.
Don't lose focus.
You can't
Absolutely.
lose focus. But be your authentic self, okay? Be your authentic self. Whether you have to write that goal chart or whatever. And speaking of goal charts, Tiffany, this is a great time to tell them about the workshop that's coming up February the 17th.
Yeah, we do not want you to lose focus of this particular workshop that's getting ready to come up on the 17th of February. That's getting ready to come up. So that's going to be, if I am not mistaken, that's going to be the 16th. That is going to be Wednesday, February 16th at 7 a.m. It is called Awakening Your Greatness. This is
7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Did I say a.m.?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my fault. Let's go to the nighttime when it is dark outside. That's where we're going to go. So join us on Wednesday, February 16th at 7 p.m., where we are going to help you to awaken the greatness inside of you. It is time for you to start stirring up those gifts that are in you. And we want to make sure that you are going to be able to live an effective life. You're going to be able to set some goals that are true to you, or we're just going to enhance the goals that you already have set. We're going to make sure you stay in alignment. This is the beginning of the year. This is still right now in January, but it's in February. If you are starting to kind of get off, because sometimes we start falling off and we don't want to, but this is going to be the workshop for you to make sure that you awaken or keep your greatness that's inside of you woke. So there's a song that says, stay woke. We want to make sure you stay woke. So please feel free to use the link that's in the comment section so that you will be able to awaken your greatness. At this time, back to you.
Yeah, she said she needed this. Well, we have a meeting today. We have a meeting today. And I'm looking forward to that meeting. So here's another one. I'm going to write this first full time will be deaf ear from my husband. Let's see, from my husband. I'm going to schedule my okay.
Good. Go ahead
Yes,
and schedule your session time because it's definitely needed.
that's right.
Next, it's time for you to go ahead and start getting into that book. Somebody needs to hear from you.
That's
So
right.
don't allow that to go dormant. Don't wait another day. Schedule today and go ahead and get in alignment so that you will be able to put that out there because somebody needs to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's been long enough that you've been keeping those
Yes.
words held to yourself. Don't hold those words hostage no more. You need to set you free as well as the other individuals that need to read your book, that's going to enhance their lives. So please, please, if that means that you mute this broadcast for a moment in time so you can go ahead and schedule that appointment, please, please go ahead and schedule that appointment because greatness is inside of you and we need to hear it.
That's right. We need to hear it, y'all. We need to hear it.
Yeah.
Need to get that book out there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one. The other one is what? Accountability partner.
Yeah.
Always have that accountability partner. When we're talking about create a creative routine, have that accountability partner. Somebody that's going to hold you accountable. Not only hold you accountable, but you welcome, Angel. Not someone just to hold you accountable, but somebody who's going to challenge you to push you to that next level. Okay, to push you to that next level, and preferably that's somebody who's at that higher level. You understand? Always choose someone who's at a level where you desire to go. Okay, because that's going to have you wanting to achieve higher levels. It's all right having those people around you. It's all right having those people that I hate to say below and above you, but having those people who are at a higher level. That's who you want as an accountability partner because now they're going to challenge you. You know, they're going to challenge you. And it might be somebody that you don't know personally, and that's okay. Okay. It could be somebody that maybe you're collaborating with, you know, a collaborative partner, a power partner, but that's okay. You know, I'm perfectly fine working with people that I don't have had a personal relationship with. You understand? And it's okay, y'all. You know, you have to get out of that mindset. You have to get out your comfort zone. It's okay. Okay? It's okay to have those people that you have didn't grow up with or people that you just met. There's a chemistry there. You have to pay attention to your core. Okay? You have to pay attention to your heart. You have to, you know, when you're sitting there, when you're talking on the phone, there's something that makes your heart leap. Okay? Your heart leaps. Y'all know that feeling. Okay? It's on the inside of you. Okay? It's not something that it's on the outside of you, that feeling. It's something on the inside of you that resonates with you. You know what that is. And this is the time and this is the season for that. Because, like we've been saying, we're getting ready to turn the corner, okay? We're turning the corner. We're getting ready to go into greater things. Because the things that we have planned for you, it's going to take you to that next level. And you cannot be afraid. You cannot hold back, okay? And if you have that apprehension of holding back, not wanting to go, all you do is you just grab onto this momentum and you're going to get there. Okay? Because we all in this together. This is a winning team because you're going to maximize your potential. You're going to stop sitting back on your gifts, talents, and abilities. You're going to use everything that's inside of you to get that job done. Whatever that might seem like to you, whatever that looks like to you, okay? You're going to get those things accomplished. Too many times you have been sitting back and saying, I'm going to get to this one day. I'm going to get to this next day. I'm going to get to this next year. Well, this is your year. And like we said, when we close the broadcast, okay? We're not closing right now. But this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. It's a turning point in your life, okay? You got to be sick and tired of the same old, same old. You got to want to make a change. And I believe that you all who are on this broadcast, you want to make a change. There's something great for you. There's greatness on the inside of you, but there's something much better for you. Something much better.
You better get you an accountability partner for real. You sincerely do, because that's exactly what they're going to do, is keep you accountable. Especially if they are that right accountability partner, they're going to make sure that you stay focused and you're going to be able to do that. I promise you, I had a conversation with one of my accountability partners and he was just like, excuse me, what's going on with you? He was like, nope, you need to get back on track and you need to go. He was like, why aren't you advertising? And I go, actually, I have been. He said, not like you used to. Get back on
girl,
track.
please don't tell me that's our friend.
No.
Okay, I was about to say.
No, I promise you. Matter of fact, I need to actually have a call with him too. But no, it was he lives here. And so it was just really funny. I was like, I actually have been. He was just like, yeah, I need you to get back on, on it the way that you were before. And I was like, you know what? You got a valid point. All right. I tried to take a break. I didn't really, but I actually thought I was doing it. It just wasn't doing it, I guess, in totality, the way he'd seen it before. Nevertheless, but that's what happens is sometimes when you kind of fall off a little bit, and I didn't really think that I was falling off, but I guess I was, because he didn't see it as consistently as he was before. And then when he goes back to go look, he didn't see it anymore. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I appreciate you keeping me accountable and making sure that I stay focused and I don't lose sight of anything. Oh, you must have read my comment. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, difficulty. Let me tell you about this difficulty, okay? Let me tell you what you do. You take a big sheet of paper, all right? This is what you do. Take a big sheet of paper.
Yeah.
You draw a big circle in that paper. This is keeping this overwhelmed. In the middle of that circle, you put your goals, okay? Put your goals for that year. Now, I do this 4 times a year. I don't do this once a year. Do it every quarter, okay? And around the perimeter of that circle, you write everything that you do, that you're doing currently, and everything that you're involved in. That's what you do. And then you look and see those things around that circle, if they point you toward your goals. And if they don't, you get rid of them, eliminate them. Because a lot of things have, they have run out. We're just doing it out of necessity or doing it out of guilt. And the time to cut those things loose, you're just keeping them there for whatever reason, okay? But you have to be free to allow those things to go, okay? You have to allow those things to be released from them, from yourself. You release them. You release them from yourself, okay? And the things that are pointing towards your goals, well, you enhance those. You build on those to, enable you to reach your goals. But those things that are just hanging on there and they're just there and it's dragging you down, those are dead weights. Those are weights. You need to just let those things go. If you can't, give those things to somebody else, maybe somebody else should be doing it, for us women, we like to do a lot of things, but sometimes things are outdated. We should have let those things go a long time ago. Sometimes we shouldn't even have picked up those things, but we're doing it because somebody else has told us or somebody has made us feel guilty about those things. Y'all, be unapologetically you. You got to be unapologetically you. And that's a book that I have, by the way, Be Unapologetically You, a 30-day transformation to winning. But that's how you get overwhelmed, because a lot of times it's dead weight that you shouldn't be carrying in the first place.
Lose the dead weight and let it go. It ain't nothing but an anchor. It's keeping you right where you at. You do not want certain things. You just do not need to be anchored in. There is certain stuff that you need to anchor. You need to stay steadfast and immovable from. But dead weight, things that's causing you not to be productive, things that are causing you not to win, things that's causing you to not be unapologetically you. Okay, let it go. It's not beneficial for you. You need to let that thing go. So sincerely.
And yes, maximize your potential. Give yourself what you deserve. That's it. And you have to live the life that you deserve to live. Okay? Live the life, ladies, that you deserve to live. This is your life. We only have one life to live.
And we are not
Only
talking
one way.
about the soap opera.
No, we're not talking about that. We're
Mhm.
not talking about that. But
Mhm.
I hope that what you have heard, you have received value from it. And don't forget to share this broadcast out, with your friends. As a matter of fact, tag somebody that need to hear what we discussed today. Tag them in the comments, okay?
Mhm.
And let them listen to all of this that went on today. There was a lot that was said here, and maybe it'll jumpstart something in their lives. But don't forget about the workshop that's coming up, and soon we'll tell you about the conference that's coming up. And we're going to have these things throughout the year, and we want you all to get involved. So tell somebody about it. We're going to have the link, and matter of fact, the workshop link is on my Facebook page. It's pinned at the top. It's probably on LinkedIn over there somewhere,
And
and I
it's in
know
the comments.
Tiffany got it. Yeah, and I think it's on Instagram. It's different places. And
It's
also,
in the comments too. So click on the link in the
okay,
comments so you'll be able to register. I'm trying to make it easy for
make
you.
it
Even if
easy,
you
Tiffany. Break it
absolutely.
down, make it easy.
I'm
You
trying to
see,
make it easy. So if they can't get it on your page or they can't find it, even though you have it pinned, if they can't find it for some reason, all you have to do is just scroll a little bit closer to the top of these notifications or these comment section. You'll see the link. Trying to make it easily accessible for you. Click on it, register, and then you'll get your ticket, and it's all set to go, and you're ready to awaken your greatness.
now isn't that nice, y'all? See, that's why I love Tiffany as my co-host. Accountability partner. Yes, she keep me straight. But thank you, Tiffany. I thank you for all that you do. But we just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. At 12 noon, we'll be over in Clubhouse, and it's called Maximizing Your Potential. And it's a totally different subject that we're talking about today. I think we're talking about the author's mindset. We're talking about the author's mindset on focusing your goals. So join us over there. But right now, we're heading over to the Coach's Corner. So y'all come on there and join us over there. But remember this. This is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, y'all.